Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to beautiful Naples, Florida. We're in one of the nicest communities in the city. This is a requested video. We have a friend on the Naples, Florida Facebook group. It's a really nice community-based group based out of Naples, Florida. Alina, she runs it, and I believe she's a realtor, and you guys can check out her page. It's probably the nicest out of all the Naples groups, and it's like a really community. Like, it's the only Naples Facebook group that hasn't kicked me out of their page yet. That lets you know how cool they are. So because they're actually about helping people, so they're not trying to shove a house on your throat. A lot of the other Naples groups that are run by realtors, they kicked me out right away. But this group, they actually, she just started talking to me. It's like, why do you feel this way? And everybody in the group, I've actually made some awesome friends in the group. In fact, I saw one girl that posted today on the group, and I went to school with her in Oak Ridge Middle School here in Naples. Like, what? I don't know, I'm 30, it was 16 years ago, I went to school with this girl, and I run back into her on this Facebook group. So Naples, Florida, the group is run by Alina, and check it out. It's the only Naples-based Facebook group that hasn't kicked me out. When it comes to this community, and this is a requested video, we had somebody on the group that was interested in this community, and they wanted to get one of my tours. So now that I'm down here in Naples, we made it happen. By the way, beautiful little car in that garage over there. I think it's like an old BMW. I know this community well, and I have customers here, but I guess they moved away. I worked in here a lot. This is a really, really nice community. It's a gated community in East Naples. It's absolutely massive, beautiful lakes. It's also a more young community, more just, not that matters, but younger people, you know what I mean? A lot of these communities in Naples are pretty boring, to be honest. There are a lot of great ones, and this is one. I'm glad I was able to get hooked up to get in here to show you guys this community, even though my customer's no longer here. But I had a customer in here, coolest guy ever. He would let us drive his cars when we worked for him. That lets you know how cool he is. So really cool people in this community. They have a clubhouse, great golf courses, and I believe there's a little bit of wiggle room in this community as far as price ranges. There's a lot of different options because there's a lot of different sides to it. I actually enjoyed working in this community because the people are really friendly. If you ask me what are the best communities in Naples, I would probably say this is definitely one of the best ones. I also like the quarry a lot. The reason I like the quarry is because I like fishing. I might be able to get into the quarry while I'm down here in Naples because these are all gated communities. But I like this community a lot because, when I worked in here, lots of young people out and about, jogging, walking, doing stuff. And a lot of these communities in Naples are just boring. So this one's got life to it. It's a place where, it's a vibrant place. It's got stuff going on. It's not completely boring as some of these communities can kind of tend to be. These gated communities, a lot of times most people are they're gone most of the year. So if they're gone most of the year, they're only here for snowbirding. In the summer, it's practically a ghost town in some of these communities. But this community's got a good mix. I like it a lot. There's always something going on. People working on the trees, you know what I mean? They're painting, fixing. And I worked for a customer here, coolest guy ever, like I said. Put us onto a lot of work when I lived here in Naples. So I liked working here a lot. People walking, jogging, you know what I mean? It's got life. It's also on the east side of Naples. One thing I like about the east side of Naples is you're close to Marco Island, you're close to downtown Naples, and you're close to the courthouse in case you need to do something. Looks like they're working on cleaning up East Naples. There's a little bit of an urban area right near US 41, but this is a gated community, as you can see, surrounded by beautiful trees. I love nature, and being close to the Everglades to me is a huge plus. And this community definitely has that. You can run into right now US 41, and you're literally in the Everglades in no time. I think in 30 minutes, 27, it took me 20, yeah, in 30 minutes, you're in the Everglades from here. No traffic once you head east of Naples. Once you're heading north into Naples, that's where it kind of gets a little crazy. But it's a place that has, you know, good access to the Everglades. Which I don't know, most people like the beach. I'm sure if you lived up north, the beach is gonna be your biggest draw. Me personally, I like the Everglades. I like to go out there and fish. I don't know. I'm drawn to the Everglades for some reason. To me, it's a special place. Was it the last time we went to the Everglades, or the time before last, where we saw a black bear? I think it was the last time we were in the Everglades.
3 or 4 times ago.
Yeah, one of like the most recent times me and Katie went to the Everglades. We actually saw a black bear. We were like, I don't know, 300 feet from a black bear. That's an incredible experience, you know. And trust me, they're about as scared of you as they are, you know, vice versa. It's an incredible animal. Like, you can just run in 30 minutes, you're in the Everglades. Marco Island. I was just in Marco Island. I'll upload the video individually. Marco Island is popping off, man. I've never seen so many people in Marco Island. Marco Island used to be kind of the quiet, you know, like the quiet, secluded place. But Marco Island is actually popping off, man. And you know, the vacation rental thing has really gone big in Marco Island. So lots of great things in the area. Me, I like North Naples more, but the traffic in North Naples and how far it is from the Everglades, which is to me important, maybe not. I like nature a lot, so I've always liked North Naples more, but the traffic in North Naples has just become unbearable. This area is a little bit easier on traffic. There's a lot of good restaurants on this side too. Yeah, the Naples area has a lot of, like today, most exciting thing of my month has been finally coming back to Naples to have my steak Cuban sandwich. Not a Cuban sandwich, steak Cuban sandwich. Lots of on this side you got Mexican restaurants. This community is beautifully landscaped, let me tell you. And right now it's the winter time. In the summertime, I guess the grass is a little greener, the sky is a little bluer, and it just totally changes completely. As you can see, there's different areas in here. There's different size homes, different size, you know, different price ranges in here. Again, I don't know what the HOA fees and all that are. That's something you'd have to talk to like a realtor or something. But if I were considering Naples, this would definitely be top 5 communities to consider. It's the nicest one for a fact on the east side. On the north side of Naples, you also have the quarry is pretty nice. And that's because I like fishing, and the quarry used to be an old quarry. And it's massive. It's just absolutely massive. I used to get into all these. Another thing, like what I did, I used to get, if you remember when I used to live in Naples and I was uploading videos right out of Naples, I used to get into all these communities. Mediterra is kind of bigger than this, but and actually it's so big that it spans 2 counties. Mediterra has properties, I think some of the most expensive properties that's on there, like $7 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But the thing about Mediterra is, I don't know. To me, this is more hip, more happening of a place. But I like it in here, like I said. We go out there in the Everglades. We do bass fishing. You know, you can catch snook, saltwater fish, way out in the middle of the Everglades. And some of these ponds here, believe it or not, like these ponds in these communities are usually really impressive. I mean, no doubt the best fishing in all of Southwest Florida is in these gated communities. So if you live in these gated communities, you're gonna have incredible fishing no matter what, right in your backyard. I like these palm trees. You know, these palm trees grow naturally, I think, on the east coast of Florida. Over there by Vero and all that. By Hobe Sound. Nothing like palm trees. Majestic royal palm trees. Also, there's the Fakahatchee Strand, and off of Jane's Memorial Trail. So if you go all the way down to Copeland on 29, that's about 50 miles east of here. And there's a stretch of the Everglades where there's royal palm trees in the wild. There's the sun. That's why we came to Florida to see the sunshine. I love where I live now, Alabama, but I tell you what, it's a little depressing. People say, no, it's not so much the cold, it's the fact that the sun never comes out sometimes in the winter. But it's called the Sunshine State for a reason. The sun is always shining here. This is natural pineland. So beautiful, beautiful natural settings in this community. As you can see, it's massive. So if you're in here, you have a lot of places to roam, bike, walk within the confines of the community. And being inside a large community like this can also be good during hurricanes. I have found that to be really, really true. Seems like during hurricanes, a lot of communities, as far as getting your utilities restored and all that, can be a little bit better if you're in a community. Yes, majestic countries. What do you think about it, babe? You like it?
I like it. It's very, natural. Like, they wanted it as natural as possible.
Yeah, it's like, with all the natural beauty that Florida has, it's incredible how, look here. You can see in the background of this golf course, you can clearly make out the natural pinelands, oak trees, with so much beauty. And you got to keep in mind, now Florida's starting to compete with a lot of different areas. South Carolina, North Carolina. People are really considering a lot of areas. I mean, North Carolina, in other parts of the South, when they build these communities, they really don't touch the natural vegetation. They incorporate the community, the development, into the natural setting. And in South Florida, specifically Southwest Florida, is that an alligator? Look at the size of that thing. Is that an alligator? Yeah. Is it?
Where?
Oh, look at the size of that thing.
Whoa.
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm. Big one.
Really cool. And don't be afraid of people. People from other states are afraid of alligators. Don't be afraid of alligators. If you don't bother them, you're fine. They're not going to chase you. An alligator is not going to bother you unless you come within 5 feet of the water, and then you're in its territory. That's like, if you don't go within 5 feet of the water, you will usually fine. Even 10 feet of the water is a safety. Don't go near the water. They will not bother you. They're just trying to eat their fish and enjoy the sun. Sunbathing. Well, anyways, guys, with these communities in Southwest Florida in particular, a lot of these communities don't incorporate the natural setting, which is absolutely beautiful. You got pineland, you got cypress trees, you have savannas covered in palmettos. They don't incorporate none of the natural settings into their communities, which, if you think about it, is kind of like, why wouldn't you? But this particular community here has done a good job of incorporating the natural settings of the Everglades, the natural habitat within the community. Mediterra also does a good job of that. I'm trying to think about other communities that are really like that. Can you think of any community like that, Katie? Where they've really incorporate. I think Mediterra Mediterra definitely. Mediterra and here, Treviso Bay. Lots of people like this one. This one's New York, Minnesota, Illinois, Massachusetts, Connecticut. Yeah, there's people here from all over. Ohio, Massachusetts, New York again, Illinois, Connecticut, Ohio, Texas. Wow, look at that truck. Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool for the cover photo?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm going to take a photo and I'll consider using it for a cover photo. That's cool. That's another thing I love about Alabama. Where I'm at in Alabama, you see stuff like that everywhere. That is cool to me. I would rather drive that than a Maserati. That is cool right there. Tennessee, that's an interesting one.
Massachusetts.
New Jersey. I love it.
DC.
Yeah, there's people here from all over.
Michigan.
Minnesota.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it is cold up. I mean, if it's cold in Alabama, it was 19 this morning where we live in Alabama. Can you imagine how cold? If it's 19 in Alabama. Can you imagine how cool it is? Like,
Yeah. So Colorado.
yeah, Colorado. But I like this community a lot. And I like it for the fact that they actually incorporate a lot of the nature into the community. Like I said, that's one thing I like about this community. And you know, how they incorporate the nature. Thank you. Very friendly. Yeah, she waved at us. Thank you. Very nice people. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, to me, like, a wave means so much. To me, that's important.
Yeah.
So we kind of traversed this whole community. There's 2 ways in, 2 ways out. We by no means saw everything there is to see in this community. It's actually a lot bigger, but we at least got to see some of it. There's some like little condos in here. So the community offers a varied amount of real estate. Some of it is quite, you know, on the high end. There's, you know, lots of people on the golf course. That's another thing, you know. I wish I was able to get you guys a glimpse of the golf course. They're playing golf, you know. People are out and about doing stuff in the community. Good life. ¿Qué tú quieres, papi? ¿Te gusta más que me diera esto?
Oh,
Esta comida está bonita.
esto es lo más rancio hoy.
See.
Wow.
Even for Naples standards, this is fairly nice. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, look at the design of these houses.
Y aquí viven miles de personas.
Oh, yeah, it's massive. Look at the design of these houses. You know, there's a little bit of beige, brown.
Wow.
They're not all the red clay tile houses. Another one that I like, I've got to get in there. Let me see if I can get in there. You remember the other community that's new in North Naples that they just built off of Logan? Those are really nice too. I can't remember the name, but I'm going to try to get in there. I have a customer that can probably get me in there. Probably get me in there.
Oh, those new ones off the.
Of Logan, those are pretty too.
Mhm.
Do you remember what they're called?
Where they built it in between
That's pretty too there.
Naples and Manila.
Yeah. Palmyra's another pretty one. But this is probably nicer here. And it's nice that it's on the east side of Naples because there's less traffic and more nature, you know? With the beaches and all, North Naples and traffic and beaches, and it's just more than I can handle. So great to be down here. It is really, really nice to be down here in Naples. Great to be down here, see the palm trees, the royal palm trees. And that's it. I hope you guys, this is not the main exit, but we're going to go off into another community here. All right, guys, this is the south exit. We're going to exit the community. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you like and subscribe. And again, if you're thinking about the Naples area, look at the Naples, Florida group run by Elena. She does a great job, and it's a really great resource if you're moving into the Naples area. They're not trying to sell you a particular community or a particular anything. I mean, in there, it's pretty much a community. And they haven't kicked me out. So that alone lets you know how cool these people are. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a beautiful day.